Daddy, why'd they build all those pyramids? Chapter 24, December 26, 2099, 9 a.m. meeting. The meeting began as scheduled. In addition to Bitt, the U.S. President, there were 12 other heads of state. The presidents of Russia, China, India, Great Britain, France, Congo, Brazil, Israel, Iran, Canada, Germany, Indonesia. Pope Frederick, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the President of the Protestant Churches of America, the Dalai Lama, and Bells, the president of the Eternal Gardens, were all there. Though some refused the invitation to attend, their appointed escorts all arrived at 8 a.m. Timbuktu time at each respective residence. Those that declined were politely told, "This is not an option," and all were transported instantly to the meeting room of the Great White Pyramid. The meeting room was on the third of the highest floor of the pyramid and was huge. The view from the crystal clear glass windows was spectacular, as the room was 1,500 miles above the Earth's surface. Each was seated around a massive table that appeared to be made of a single diamond. In the center was a recessed fountain formed in the design of angelic beings. The fountain flowed around and through them with a liquid that appeared to be clear gold. In front of each guest was a beautiful platinum place setting filled with a sumptuous breakfast. None of the guests had an appetite upon arrival, but surprisingly each and every one delved into the food as if they'd been starving for weeks. None could remember any food tasting so incredibly good. The boardroom, as it was called, was a 12-sided room, and on each wall was an oil rendition of a disciple, all that is but one wall, which was sheer crystal with no mural. On this wall was a large door, also of crystal. The ceiling consisted of a modified version of Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling with many added features. The artist's signature was clearly visible to all. After they had eaten, they rose and walked around the room, viewing the paintings and also the view of their planet, now clearly under siege. Pope Frederick wanted to pray, but couldn't bring himself to do so. Bitt stared at the ceiling for a long time. He had been to Rome and could not now believe his eyes. Time seemed to stand still for all of them. Precisely at 9 a.m., the huge door in the crystal blank wall opened. In stepped a man and a woman dressed in dark suits. The man says, "Please, ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your seats. May I present to you Jesus Christ of Nazareth." Through the door strode the 6'2" human figure dressed in a black suit, white shirt, and black tie. In his lapel was a simple gold cross. He was dignified, and his gold-colored eyes appeared to penetrate everyone in the room. He stood at the head of the table and walked around to each chair and firmly shook the hand of all seated at the table. Each could see the ragged scar in the palm of his right hand. He did not speak until he got to Bell's chair. Bells was seated to his left, and as he shook Bell's hand, Bell said, "Counselor?" "Welcome," Jesus said. He then went to his chair at the head of the table. "Ladies and gentlemen, I have summoned you here because I have business to discuss. I thank Esther and Gabriel for their assistance today. If you need anything, please let one of them know." They all glanced in the direction of Esther and Gabriel, standing on either side of the door.